Welcome to the SpellCast.
I'm not seeking to destroy the door, I'm just seeking to trigger the traps.
Okay, at once you hear, one, the alchemical fire immediately destroy all the wires associated with the traps. You see the vials drop, you see the iron spike come out and basically skewer all three little vials at the same time. The iron spike goes clang against the wall very loudly. The vials drop. The liquid inside of them hits the fire and then sort of evaporates into the air. How far away do you have to be to throw alchemical fire?
I believe it's 30 feet.
Okay, then you're
it's
fine.
Vision, so like...
Yeah,
you're also
you're fine. You're fine. You're not very...
Like, where's this door?
This door is in the hallway between 32 and 33. 32 is the storage room. North of 32 is the scroll room. 33 is the robe room.
Oh, so I'm still in the scroll room.
You're still in the scroll.
I don't know the
I didn't want to take anybody with me. I was content to let everybody just do their thing. I'm taking care of this thing. Everyone's taking care of their thing.
Yeah.
I want to leave.
Okay.
How many people see this?
See it? Only he sees it, but you can hear it.
Okay.
Wait, I
You
thought
can
I
hear
was
the
in
clang.
room.
Because I thought I was
You were in the office where the book reading was happening.
Oh, gotcha.
I left that room. Gotcha. Thank you. And told everyone to cover their ears.
Got it.
Great.
Theathel. Your Find Familiar spell goes off. You now have an ant as familiar.
Yay!
Okay.
What's your spider's name? Is Harry,
Yeah.
and the other one, the
Where is Harry?
Rakulu's name was Lord.
Next to you.
Okay.
So the ant's name is Ron, and Ron is gonna go through the little hole. Harry, Ron. No.
There you go. Alright, so the ant goes a little hole.
Yes.
He enters into...
Do I see what he sees?
You see what he sees and you hear what he hears. As soon as you enter through the little hole, you start to hear chanting, and you
How
can
far
see...
away?
Oh, I'd say a good 80 feet away.
Okay.
Which is like a mile for an ant. You also, as you start crawling, you can see on the right, you can see that there are a number of people in robes, 2 people in robes with what look like clubs and various makeshift weapons. You can also see that there is at least one of those Wanty brood guards sleeping on a pile of hay. The 2 robed figures are sort of sitting on a bench, just talking to one another in a very low voice, but not so loud as to overdo the chanting. That is very loud.
Can I understand what they're chanting?
They are chanting in... What languages do you know?
I know Sylvian, Common, Elvish, and Celestial.
You do not know this language.
Damn it.
Sylvia.
Sylvian?
Sylvan.
Sylvan, sorry.
So, it's alright. You do not know this language.
Okay, so I just see the guards, and I hear the chanting. Is it one big room, or like...
No, it's like a cavernous tunnel that has been like chiseled out of the stone. Like it shouldn't be here. Like it's not part of the standard sewer work.
Is there like lights, or like...
No.
So, okay. So everybody's just standing in the dark?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, what? Just point of order. What's the light situation for us? Have there been small lights, or has it been complete darkness and people have been wandering around with torches?
It's a catacomb. It hasn't been very bright unless whatever light you make for the dancing lights. I know has been a
who
thing.
actually needs light in here? Who does not have dark vision? Anybody? Any takers? No.
I have dark vision.
Pretty sure we all have dark vision.
Isael?
Isael does have dark vision now, I believe.
Okay, so no light. Cool.
So we just put it in the dark.
We're just chilling in the
Chilling in the
dark.
dark, yeah.
Cool.
Clang! That was the door spike, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating the doors to bring it back to the scene where you are.
Yeah.
I like to go into that room.
I'm just observing the spike. Does it retract at all?
No.
Can I make it retract at all?
Make me a strength check.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put the book in my bag, or like my satchel or whatever. Do I notice that Ront wants to leave?
He wants to go up into the church proper, is what you've noticed, because your extensive research and the blueprints you've been given on the church make that known to be the church proper.
It's just a straight strength check, yes?
Yeah, straight strength.
I just want to like look, just to continue, just to observe him. And
Does a 6 do it?
No.
Okay, so you come over and you see Ront, and he's just sort of like.
I giggle a little bit, like just chuckle softly. It's like, what's the rush?
That's a D12. I look at the door. Is it a pull or a push door?
It is a push door from the other side.
Why would you say it like that?
To give you hope and rip it away!
I examine the hinges. Are the hinges on this side? As they should be on a push door from the other side?
Yeah.
I rip out the hinge pins.
Give me a dex check. How? What are you doing?
I was walking back to the office to try and find Azazel and Saffron. Are either of them still in the room?
Azazel is still in the room. She's trying to pour over more tomes. As you're on your way, you do walk by Ront and Saffron.
Okay, so
I give Hal a little wave.
hi.
Does a 12 do it?
No. They're rusted.
I turn to Hal.
I cast mending on them as a ritual.
Okay.
Does that unrust them?
It will.
In 10 minutes.
In a minute. It'll take a minute. But
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
but
doing
yes.
that.
But yes, Hal.
I look at Hal and I ask him, is he always like this?
Yes.
Good answer.
Ron said that there was a book, and I'm looking at it like Azazel. I'm pouring over the tomes now.
She shows you
And
the...
then I take it out of my satchel and was like, this one.
Oh, that one. There you go.
Do you mind?
I would need it back though.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I'll start reading through it.
You read...
Just kind of sit down back to the wall and while they're doing their thing.
You get exactly everything I've told them before.
Okay, Hal is getting visibly angry as he reads this thing.
Yeah.
More and more and more until finally he just closes it.
Do I hear you
holds it
getting
back up.
angry?
You certainly hear the slam of the book cover.
Sorry, buddy. I just say that as I'm casting mending on him. Just sorry, buddy.
We have to kill him.
But
We have to kill him.
We have to leave!
Okay.
Can't you do both?
I mean, that is sort of my thinking. But
We have people with us that ought not to die for this.
fair enough. I will go back, though, to the office. You said there was a picture of him up there, right? In Dwarvish, I'm going to write...
Do we all know Dwarfish?
Yes. With my knuckle spike.
I do not.
I'm just going to scratch, right over the picture, coward, disgrace, what else? Oathbreaker.
fuck. Someone hand me a pencil. Yeah, thank you. I need to give you a high five.
Yay!
I'll take inspiration instead.
Yeah, take inspiration.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, but I will give you. Here you go. There you go.
Hal showed them. Fuck Rangrim. keep it up. And mind you, showed them and keep it up are actually check boxes.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. It's a good
I'm just going
template.
to keep this one forever.
There you go, perfect.
It's a good template.
It's a great template.
Okay, so Ant Spy,
And spy.
books, hinge pins.
Hinge pins. Do you want to try again? It'll be another slide.
I mean, I stated all of those things to give you the choice of like which to go back to, but we're going back to that. Yes, I would like to try again.
While you're doing
What,
that,
Dex? Yes.
Yeah.
Saffron,
Yes.
I don't mind if you keep that book, but would it be possible for us to... Let's get your information, because I might need to show that to someone.
Unfortunately, I might need to show this to someone.
Are they the same people?
How?
I'm starting to feel like we've been had again.
How?
I look up closely and I was just like, who might that be?
How? I don't know. I'm rolling too. Doesn't 8 do it?
Yeah, and it will get the pins out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get the pins out.
Okay,
Can I
get
push
the
the
pins
door?
It doesn't move.
Oh no.
Can I tell why the door doesn't move?
It seems that when I said there are at least 2 traps, you have, by activating the other 2 traps, activated the automatic safe bars that would come down and into the various slots in the door.
Do I see them?
If you looked around the edges of the door, you could see them. They're like metal steel bars.
That seems noisy.
Acid?
It would take a lot.
You have an infinite supply, don't you?
I do, but it would take a lot and a lot.
As you are observing, you see the door handle jiggle.
Get
What? Get
go!
Someone tries to open the door. They can't.
Sword out.
You hear the voices.
Shoot up.
Hey, the fucking bar locks are locked again. The fuck? I thought we designed this to be, at least less sensitive. I know we wanted to keep everything safe, but shut up. All the worshippers are upstairs. Shut up.
Do we all hear this?
Yeah, you can through the door.
Sidle up to one side of the door.
I'm gonna lean in next to Ron. It's like, this is very exciting, isn't it?
Fuck, it's gonna take hours to get an appointment with the locksmith to get the door open. Yeah, I know. Then the town's gonna have to need a new locksmith. Yeah, the town is gonna have to need a new locksmith. And you hear the 2 chuckle.
I'm so dorky. You just.
Where's Rangrim? I think he was downstairs. Man, he's gonna be so mad when he finds out. You mean if he finds out. Yeah, if.
If it's good.
If is good. And then they walk back upstairs.
I'm going to signal.
You're being
Just as I hear it, I'm signal to Ront that the coast is clear, even though he can hear it. So what? Acid.
I take it's through the slits, right?
Yeah.
So I reach into my pack and pull out 1 vial of alchemist's acid, and I thunk it against the slit. There is no easy way for me to get the acid from the thing into the slit.
Do you have a strip of metal, glass? A strip of glass, maybe, that you can ride the... I have an alchemist.
Just to fuck with
Yeah,
Ron
sure.
with my tail, I'd like to tickle the back of his neck.
Drop the acid.
Be careful.
Idris, what are you doing?
I have. Whenever we started throwing fire around, I switched back to my robe setup for maximal protection.
Perfect. Great.
And I've been looking around this office for more sacred texts and paying very close attention to the one that they've been passing around. And did I find any other sacred texts?
You did not find any. Well, you found tier-related sacred texts. Nothing. Make me an investigation check.
Sure. Would wisdom be impacted or?
That would be intelligence.
Intelligence. I have no intelligence, so that's fine. 20?
I don't know.
Yes. You're gonna roll a d20.
Yes.
I guess I'll just
I have to roll a
try.
12.
What?
A 12. Just a
You don't. If it's just a flat 12, yeah, because he doesn't have any bonuses. So yeah, it's just a flat 12.
I haven't even heard the roll.
I am.
You don't really find anything. Oh, I did forget to mention. Mershok was underlined in the book.
And with that whole situation, I've been observing, casually leaning in the door frame. I think we have a door frame, and looking at it and observing the whole situation with this.
It seems futile, but somewhat funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Thiathel.
Hi.
Yes.
Ant is
Ant.
rolling.
Where does Ant crawl to?
How long is it going to take you to get to the chanting?
It's gonna take a bit.
He's an ant.
He's an ant.
He's going on a journey.
He's going on a fucking hike.
It's a quest.
Like,
Can you run
haste
faster?
It would take about 6 seconds to go. It's going to take a long time. I am going to say it's going to take you probably to go that distance. It's going to take you 5,
Can
maybe.
I thunderstep my fucking ant to get him down the hallway?
Wait, no, wait.
An ant speed.
You can technically. Wait, how? What's the speed of an ant?
Nice.
Saharan silver ants are the fastest ants ever recorded, reaching speeds of 0.855 meters per second.
That's
pretty fast.
I'm that ant.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll allow it for time.
Yeah, that's a fast.
I'll allow it for time. So, yes,
So
you're
it's-
able to fucking go.
So in a 6-second window, that is roughly 5 meters.
So,
It's thick, quick.
like
No, wait, that's 20. 15 feet?
15 feet. Yeah, we'll say 15 feet. So, you're 15 feet a move. So, it's going to take you 6, 12, 6, 12,
24 seconds?
24, 30, 36 seconds to get to the end of the hallway. So yeah, it takes you that long, but yeah, you get there.
Great. What do I see?
You see at the end of this hallway a group of people dressed in dark black robes. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Duh. In the archive room, you would find another closet with dark black robes.
Which room is
also?
Which room is the archive room?
Archive room was with the books and the scrolls. I'm so sorry, I blanked on this.
Oh, great! I stole one of those.
I blanked. All right, there you go. You stole one. These have
Okay, Agent 47.
these have an Ouroboros on it, on the back of them.
Motherfucker.
I'd like to take
Would you like me to steal one for you?
and immediately wear it.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Just going to say this because it's quick. I will. Okay, how many bars can I see through the door slits?
There are at least 4 per each side, so that's 8, and then 3 at the top, so 11. 11 steel. I'd say 6-inch wide, probably wide. 6-inch wide, probably 3-inch thick steel or iron bars.
This is like bank security. This is fucked up. They did say Rangrim was downstairs, and there's only one place downstairs from where they were, right?
Listen, Mr. Happy.
All right, back to what Thiathel sees.
Yes.
Through the amps.
Yes.
You see what looks to be a big open sewer
Okay.
room of construction to look like a sewer. It looks like there is a channels in the floor. 4 channels. It looks like a crossway designed to where water and certain other sewage can flow from 3 points to exit out of 1 point, the 4th point, right?
In the channels.
Nothing right now because they are sealed off in the center. And in the center, in the little depression, you can see a very large cauldron. Large enough that anything... it has a 15-foot diameter. It is a fucking huge-ass pot.
Wait, is this my vision?
This is your vision.
Oh,
through that.
shit!
Yes, it is your vision. The channels are blocked off at not only where the cauldron is, but also where they come out from the walls. And you see that it is sort of moldy, as if water is behind whatever is blocking. It looks like wood and a mix of mortar and cement, or whatever medieval cement would be.
It says in my vision that they were speaking Draconic.
They were speaking Draconic.
And another language that I don't know.
And it is the same language and words that you hear right now. You see various people in dark robes. You see a figure with weird-looking hands. What?
Are they small hands?
They're not small hands.
Oh.
You can see a short figure. You can see two short figures. You can see tall figures. Standard human-sized figures, I should say. You also see a very open, very plain, without any robes, two Wanti purebloods. One male, one female, standing on either side of this podium, where one of the shorter figures is speaking. Behind the shorter figure is a figure with holding a brazier, a small brazier, and you notice that his hands, a brazier.
Not a brazier.
Not a brazier.
A bra? He's holding a bra.
Not a bra, not a brazier. A brazier is like a metal bowl meant to hold fire or other liquid. It's like a shallow bowl.
It's a fire bra.
I'm just like imagining just like a metal bra.
That's what I have in my head.
Okay, there you go.
One Madonna thing with
holding a metal bra.
Yes.
Yes.
A pointy bra.
Or cups.
Cups. It's got
both.
cups, dude.
Okay, so
one cone, one cup.
No. It's an 8 cup, dude. 8 cup.
Wait, how many girls with this one cup?
Okay.
back to the.
I walked in at the right time.
So you see that his hands are. It looks like a bunch of
boobs.
No, it looks like a bunch of snakes writhing around the bottom of this metal brazier, this metal bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the
and
outside.
you hear on
the outside of the bowl.
On the outside of the bowl, yes, not inside. You can't tell it's inside. You're an ant.
Can I scale the ceiling and look down?
It will take a little bit, but yes, you can scale the ceiling and look down.
Ants climb on ceilings?
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
I have a question. I'm not even going to try and acid the 6-inch wide steel beams.
Yeah.
I'm not made of jet fuel.
It's not feasible.
You know, speaking of being made of jet fuel, don't you have alchemical fire?
That won't melt steel beams.
No, I'm not worried about the beams. Isn't this door made of wood?
No.
It's not? Oh, never mind. I thought this
was a metal
I mean,
door.
if that were a salient point, I would have already lit it on fire with
Not
me.
necessarily. I don't think we ever said what the metal. I assumed it was metal, but we never.
Yes,
said,
it is
so
not.
Good question.
It is metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why don't we?
So I have a question for our mysterious visitor,
Yes.
whose name I still do not know. Pierre knows. Ront doesn't. Lady.
Saffron.
Whatever. How did you get down here?
I just found my way.
What?
I think he's more interested in the why, but he's not asking it for some.
No, not why. How?
I mean, how did we get down here?
Is that the only way down here?
Probably not. You're right. Why don't you just ask Ben how do we get out?
What I'm trying.
You could have led with that.
How?
For secrecy. Just so you know. Your group was experimenting with a pinpoint portal system. Mm-hmm. And they tested it out on you because it is often that they do field testing. Mm-hmm. And you got about here. You were meant to be teleported right in the catacombs. Luckily, you weren't teleported in the middle of stone. They were worried about that. But it was not exactly accurate. You got teleported into the center of what looks to be a fucking massacre of like Wanty Broodguard bodies. You look into where there might be a bunch of mushrooms. You realize this is not the place, but you kind of got your bearings with you. You have like a magical compass sort of thing, so you were able to figure out where to go from there.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, those mushrooms were.
I use my tail, just the tip of the chin, and I say, let's just say I got a little lucky youngling.
What?
How old are you, by the way?
I am 26.
Almost twice Ron's age!
And then I just do a nice little pat.
Little pat on the head.
Little pat on the
Excellent.
head. And then I put on the hood, and I will start walking towards the place where there was that old dude with the molting and that room.
Yeah. You see Thiathel there, sort of eyes just sort of glazed over a little, like full dark pits of just darkness, almost like insect eyes, and she's just sitting there chilling.
Do I see the door?
You do not see. Make an intelligence check. If you you can see the knife in the wall, which doesn't make any sense to you why there would be a knife in the wall. It's just weird. There's no slit. It just looks like a knife stuck in a wall, as if the wall was buttered.
Okay. I'm probably gonna fail this.
You got it.
Yep, that is a 1. Whopping 1.
You do not see the door. You are utterly
What the hell is
confused.
everybody critting today?
Yeah, please keep it up.
First game.
So
Yeah.
Hal's gonna. You can come back also.
Which dice? This one?
No,
Hal's gonna go try to find
rolled it.
Thiathel because he wants to find out if she knows the knock spell.
Hal sees Thiathel there with her eyes blacked out as if insects.
Ooh.
Won't disturb her then.
Yeah, it's familiar what you're seeing, but you don't see her. Familiar.
Do you say this out loud?
Yes, yeah, I will have told you that's what.
You. Saffron. Yeah.
It's actually very close to Sav'ah, isn't it?
Dude, what? Keep it in your spiky pants.
You do see like a line of spit like coming from my mouth.
I'll wipe that.
Thank you.
I'll wipe it, look at my hand, go. Can you do anything about barred doors?
Maybe.
Where's Macavity?
Oh, I'm in the doorway just leaning and watching and listening to this.
Wouldn't it be more interesting trying to figure out the secrets of this place?
This place isn't going anywhere. We can always come back after we return those who ought not to be here.
Like yourself?
No.
Hal's making like an ooh kind of.
You both are like, ding! Like that cat from Puss in Boots.
Literally, that cat. I'm like, meow.
I'll get to your reply in a hot second here, Ront. You see in the bowl, what looks to be full of blood.
This is the snake
Hello.
Full of blood. And now, from your position, you can see
The bowl, not the cauldron.
the bowl, not the cauldron.
bra is full of blood.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Blood bra.
Blood bra.
It's
Yeah,
Madonna's
the
bra,
cauldron.
don't
The
worry
cauldron
about
is
it.
churning. It is a dark, I'd say, almost like a light blue. And I know the colors for audience, for future reference. When I make a description of what happens next, I don't know my colors very well, so forgive me if I'm wrong. I will be wrong. You have been warned.
This is a message from Adam Brooks.
Thank you. So, this has been a message from your DM. All right, so a light blue. You can see now from your position, there is a figure that was in shadows that you didn't see before. You can't see the figure because he is just engulfed in darkness. It also wears a dark robe, but from the sleeve of this robe is outstretched a fucking huge, monstrous clawed hand. And from this hand, from the palm of its hand, a steady dripping of blood seems to be going into this brazier.
I'm in danger.
So, okay, so the figure is not in like the shadows. He is just a shadow man.
No, it is in the shadow. It's just very dark in that corner. You can't see.
How big is it compared to the others?
It is a large-sized figure.
Can the ant go into shadows to see the figure?
Sure.
Can
Okay.
the ant go in there to see who the fuck is the shadow man?
Okay. You get closer, and then As you get closer, you notice you begin to see in the shadows. It is a robed figure. You look to see where it's standing, and you realize that the robe goes all the way down to the floor. And then you realize that the robe doesn't go all the way down to the floor. That's just his tail. And then you realize, oh shit, he just has a tail for the lower half of a body.
He's a snake person.
And you see,
snake.
Yeah, the elongated face of a snake.
He's a snake.
Where is your ant, by the way?
On the ceiling?
The roof, yeah.
People.
He's a snake people.
He's a snake people.
Mm-hmm.
The ant's like.
The ant was on the ceiling.
Yeah, but I guess I'm crawling across the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
How many people would you say are in this room?
I would say there are 8 people in dark robes. In addition to the 8 people sort of surrounding this cauldron in dark robes, there's one holding the brazier, the 2 plainclothed, wanty purebloods flanking that figure, the dark figure in the shadows, and then the 7, and these are the 8 figures, the 7 surrounding the cauldron, and then the one at the podium. 2 of them are shorter figures, the others are just normal people size.
Is anybody distinguishable?
If you crawl around, you can tell that underneath these robes, you can see 2 very distinct faces you've seen before. You can see a red-haired dwarf you recognize as Rangrim Orcfoe, and you can see a sort of offensively orange-faced goblin, who you can identify as one Lord Tweedery Damnut.
So, Tweedery, just so I know, point of order, where? Circle. Who is holding the bra?
That would be Snake Hands.
Snake pants.
Snake.
Wait. So
Snake pants.
Snake pants is
Snake
holding
hands.
the bowl or dripping into the bowl?
Snake
The
Hands
bra.
is holding the bowl.
Snake
And then-
hands is holding the bowl.
Shadow Snake Man is the one that is dripping into the bowl.
Yes.
Where is Lord Tweedery Damnut?
He is just chanting on the outskirts of this cauldron.
He's not standing next to anybody.
Just standing next to
He's in-
other
he's in the
clothes.
ring
He's in the
of
ring.
people
He's in the
around
ring
the
of people around the cauldron.
He's running around the road.
Yeah.
Tweedery Damnut.
Tweedery damn! These nuts.
Damn nut.
Damn. Okay.
So
So I see her just,
Just trancing.
and I kind of point at her. Is she okay?
she does this.
Uh-huh.
You should have seen the last time she did.
Can I ask her a question?
I don't.
You wouldn't hear anything.
Yeah, because I'm.
Not at the moment.
When she comes out,
How much longer do I have as Aunt?
Yeah, you can. I mean, your familiar is there for as long as you want your familiar to be, or until something kills it. So you can basically stay tranced
You just hear a squish.
as your familiar for as long as you feel safe.
A bee
As-
flies over.
Picks up the piano.
Spider.
A spider.
Harry is enormous compared to the
Antina just
Harry
like
is
crawls
the-
on the ceiling like, I'm gonna get that.
So
Spinning a web. No.
I'ma get you. Spinning a web. I'ma get you. Spinning a web for another hour. I'ma get you.
Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is okay. Wait. So I know where we are. We were in 30.
yes, this is 37, 38, and you are currently now in 40.
Ah.
You can rock. You rock. You thing with rock.
are we talking about the rock that makes fireballs, or
No.
okay?
You can do things to rock.
Yeah, I can shape it in weird ways. Yes.
The walls are rock.
Mm-hmm.
I point at the door with the bars.
Okay. I will
Rock.
touch it with the sword. And what exactly do you want me to do?
Can you do?
I need specifics here.
Can you expose more of the bars?
Oh, okay. I will try to like bake the rock apart, or I don't know. Like I don't know what I can do here, so I'm basically just playing.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
Uh,
Make a spellcasting check.
okay. Is this an attack bonus or just spellcasting?
Just spellcasting.
Okay. That is a 19.
All right, you are able to slowly, about an inch every turn, move aside some of the stone.
Is this what you want?
Yeah, just keep going until you get to the end of the bar.
Right. Okay.
Really, youngling, what's with the rush?
About 30 seconds later, you're up to the hilt of your sword, and you can still feel your sword grating along the steel of the bar, and you can't go any further. You'll have to like dig up, dig down, and this is just one bar.
This will take about as long as with the acid. Pull the sword out if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, the longer you do this, it's going to be a waste of your time, my time, and everyone's time.
Well,
I agree. Let's look for Rangrim.
Yes.
So in this room, we're in 40.
You are
Me.
You as Thiathel is in 31. You as Ant is in 40.
Okay, so there is another room, 41.
Yes.
Where is that?
That is behind Shadow Dude. Shadowy Snake Dude.
Shadowy Snake Dude he's standing in front of the door, like blocking it?
Yeah. There's like a curtain that he's in front of.
Can I go behind the curtain?
You go behind the curtain. Sure.
Do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
You see what looks to be a den, a living quarters. It's kind of lavish, as if it's cleaned often, like candles everywhere. It's made to look very exotic, to be someone's home away from home. There's large pillows on the floor, what looks to be sleeping arrangements. There is no bed here. There is flagons of some intriguing liquor on.
Let's get drunk.
No, but really, there is food, plates of grapes and various cheeses and meats.
Grapes of plates.
Grapes and plates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, it looks to be a den, like a very well kept den.
Is there anything of importance, like a desk, paper?
Nothing you see right now. There is a little basin of water for washing, but you can't see anything important as of what you find as an ant, I should say.
As an ant.
So 2 points of order. The first is simple. How wide a gap did Hal open?
How wide a gap did how open? Your sword is about 1, maybe 2 feet in length at the blade, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? For holding that feet far deep.
So that much of the bar is exposed.
If you pull the blade out, that much of the spar is exposed in a hole along the wall.
So the blade also is, because it's a khopesh, it's kind of...
Yeah, so it's a little curved. Yeah, arched a little bit.
And before Thiathel trance, did anybody hear anything about this fucking thing that she's contending with?
No.
Like the door, not even the stuff?
No.
Okay. Can Ront place a hand on the bar?
Yeah, up into your elbow.
Can he do that and do his feel item thing and like see if he can tell where the mechanism goes?
Sure. You feel an item, you search for the mechanism. You're getting a lot of signals above you, 10 feet above you to be precise. Where there's some a locking mechanism in a chamber above that like has a stone that drops and like it triggers some things, which triggers springs behind the bars. Yeah. Heavy security.
We'll have to find another way.
Is there even another way?
I'm sure there's plenty of ways, we just have to find one.
Thiathel, what do you do?
I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna crawl back out of the Snake Boy's living quarters, and I'm assuming it's Snake Boy.
Yeah, Snake Boy.
And I'm gonna chill on the ceiling and just listen.
Okay. About 10 seconds pass, and you see where the Wanty Purebloods sort of shudder, and the Wanty Pureblood looks up at your aunt,
The fuck?
and with her short bow, shoots a shot at your aunt.
No, Ross, no!
Shoots.
Yes.
An ant with a bow?
Yes.
Listen,
I have to find the AC of an ant.
Is this
That
This
particular
Arrowfish?
ant.
It does not look like arrowfish.
Okay.
Listen, there are disguises in this realm. I'm not sold.
Are you putting on the robe as well? The black one?
I am waiting to evaluate the situation because I have a variety of robes available.
I think she's gonna hit your aunt. Looking at the AC and looking at what bonuses she gets,
Does that kill the ant?
the ant dies, and then you
I don't think the ant was supposed to even have
Pop
like,
out.
Okay, yeah, so I immediately pop out and I'm no.
Do we hear this?
yes.
Oh, go back. Thiathel, you're back.
My familiar died.
What happened to it?
Was shot with an arrow.
Shot by an arrow?
Yes.
Who shot it?
I tell them everything that I saw. Everything.
She describes everything to you in detail.
Do we hear about the door
Wait,
and the mechanism?
Everything, yeah.
Before that, am I alone in the room with this guy?
At this point, yes.
Yeah, at this point, yes.
Oh, I'm
No,
not even.
I'm like in the doorway looking at y'all, but
But
I
you've
don't
been-
know if he notices me.
You've been.
And he was by the door, right? I'm gonna be like right up,
Oh no.
hand on the door, looking down on him, and I'm just gonna say, "What are you avoiding, boy?"
I'm literally feeling a metal rod, right?
Well, good night.
I am watching and loving it. I am purring, but very quietly.
I scratched
Like,
your ears.
Ron can't have this discussion, but Pierre's gonna try to have this discussion. Would Idris feel differently if he knew that inside that 18-year-old, 5'4" half-orc body is a 14-year-old?
No, this is hilarious.
As you are describing this scene to everyone,
Except for-
the door behind you, the door in the stone wall fucking opens.
That's literally, I think I'll just open, just
We all
like
see it.
shocked.
Everyone who is in that room sees it, and standing behind in the threshold of the door is a cloaked figure in dark robes. Not short, standard height. And he's standing there, hood up.
You might want to move.
No, we already.
I turn and look at the person, the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, a Wanti?
No, it's just a person. You can't really see their face.
Oh, is this the way to the meeting? I couldn't figure out how to open the door.
The figure stands aside and motions with a robed hand, evoking imagery of the ghost of Christmas future, and points a ghostly, gnarled, humanoid hand down the rock hallway.
Who brought my rope? Did anybody bring my rope?
As it happens,
And you
I
see
did.
behind it, there is a snarling, foaming at the mouth, teeth gnashing, wanty broodguard, eyes locked onto you. It's not moving.
But I'm supposed to be here.
The figure
I'm
stands
important.
and motions to all of you down the hallway.
Ront.
I'm not. Wait, are you
Yeah.
there or are you? Because we're still.
Oh, are we in a different
I'm still at fuck door.
I'm sorry, I thought we were in the same room.
No.
You're
Oh,
still
shit,
Fuckdoor,
who's
you're
with
still
me?
Fuckdoor.
Everyone that isn't this apparently.
So Idris and Hal are with you.
And Isail, I'm guessing.
And Azazel too. Azazel is with them. The figure says, "We thought you might be returning to Hal."
Yes, well, we do have a lot to discuss, don't we?
We certainly do.
I will go ahead and walk in.
Is the voice one you recognize?
No. I assume it's one of the people who surrounded me.
You also hear this voice from down the hallway. It's fairly quiet in here. Both of you do, Saffron and Ront.
Do I notice? Do I know?
Yes, you don't know who it is, but you do hear the voice.
Okay.
I sigh. We hear that? I sigh. Still, like, I retract my hand from the metal rod. Look up. I look at. I look up at her, apparently.
Yeah.
Looming directly overhead. That. I'm avoiding that.
Well, looks like you don't have much of a choice, do you?
Do you even have any stones in the game here? Why the fuck are you here?
Classified information. And I just give like a little wink.
Shoulder help. We've been had.
Oh, we have never at any point ceased to have not been had.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor while we're walking.
Sure.
I'm gonna change into
He
my
hears you cast mage armor, the figure, as you're walking. He kind of chuckles.
What?
I'm wearing
He chuckles
the
a
robe.
little bit.
You're wearing the robe now?
I was wearing the robe with the hood on.
Oh, like, are you actually going to, like, seize and, like, hold and, like, do that?
I'm gonna ask permission first. May I? While I'm at it, I'm also going to cast protection from energy on my book,
Okay.
on the journal. Fire.
Okay. Fair enough. Very good.
And I'm going to change into a robe that matches their robes.
Oh.
It's the robe that
In
I
front of the dude? In front of the dude?
I mean, I'm in the doorway, so I can
Okay.
like dip aside,
Fair
get
enough.
like corrected, and then step out.
Fair enough.
Give him like a nod.
Fair enough. Do it.
Sorry, also a quick question. What did the second page of the journal say? Like, was it like a motto? Something about scales of justice?
Yeah, that was like third page, second page, third page, yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
So wait, is it okay if I restrain you, but restrain you?
I'm going to disguise self as Conall.
Alright. Sure. Okay. That's only fair.
And I do submit to whatever.
So, do you also follow this? You two also follow.
I'm
this train of
being
people?
led.
Okay, well there you go. You're being led. You enter. How are you following them?
Yeah.
Okay, and Idris is changed or whatever.
Yes, I'm changed into matching outfit, and I'm heading down with them.
The two guards, the two robed figures that were sitting on the bench, stand up and are now with their various clubs and 2x4s with nails in them. Are kind of like watching you all pass and make a move to follow in behind you. The one hooded figure that greeted you at the door is just standing there and watches you lead him in. He stops you and he says,
Sorry, my hood is up too, by the way.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. He says, what is the word of passage?
And what was the god's name again?
Mershal.
Mershal, scales of justice. Like, I try to read the word by word at the third page of that whole thing.
Okay. I was going to have you make a deception check at advantage, but now just make a deception check.
Oh shit, okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm not very good at lying, by the way. Actually, wait. I'm gonna see. Fuck it. No. 12 plus, I think 2. Nope, just a 12. I fucked up.
Lower your hood.
And I just put it up.
Nah.
All right. Well, that was a good try.
Points for effort.
Points for effort. Please come in. And you, what is your... He sees the tail below your robe. What is the word of passage?
I've been reading through a lot of sacred texts. Have I come across anything in those many texts that I've been reading?
Only tier
Swear
stuff.
to God if it's passage or password.
Can I, like, look at him, like, give him an eye contact?
Sure, I'll accept your eye contact.
I try to just make an eye motion of just, like, something that I said around the gist of it.
Yeah, it's like maybe he caught like the guy, about to like let her in, and then like, what did you say?
I would say, like, I was, like, kind of, like, wording it, kind of, like...
What was the thing that you said again? Because there were lots.
I was saying Mershal. Like a little
And then
more.
she said more.
And then I said more.
Then she said more.
But I just say Mershal, like, just that.
Then I'll go Mershulk.
Okay, see, he got it right.
Yeah.
Even though I can tell that since
I mean,
you got
like,
a
I just-
robe,
I mean, I
and
just-
there wasn't a scuffle earlier, he probably got a robe too. But at least he had the sense to acknowledge word in past word,
Word,
or
yeah.
past
I didn't
phrase.
really.
Good try.
Good try.
Good try. Please come in. Please come in. Please come in.
How are we all being herded? Do they do anything with a sail? A group? Or...
They see a set. He sees a cell and he says, welcome back. And they just lead you down the hallway. You're flanked now by 3 cultists.
They've led her away from us. We're being corralled as a group.
Corralled as a group.
Okay.
And the Wanty Brew Guard down the hallway.
Exactly. No.
There is no more chanting.
I'm pretending to be Conall. Hey, what's going on, guys? What?
We're about to have a discussion.
It is dead fucking silent in this cavern.
Well, this is certainly welcoming.
You are led into the room with the cauldron. It is the cistern room, and the 2 of you that have been told to look for a blockage in the sewers can identify that the sewers have been blocked and it's not flowing here because there's a large cauldron in the center of this sort of meeting point of sewer channels.
Point of order?
Yes.
Ew.
Yes, you. Yes, you. And you also see everything I've described to Thiathel earlier.
Does it smell?
No.
Ront,
It smells faintly aromatic and flowery.
we found the clock.
Do I know
You
what
do know
kind
it's me.
of flower it is?
You can make me a nature
So
check.
why would you say my name out loud if you know
have
that I don't look like me?
I have stepped in front of what's her face. What's her name?
Assail.
Assail.
Yes. Come.
I stepped in front of the sail
Yes.
and kind of like shifted her behind me a
Okay.
little bit.
Fair enough.
15.
15?
Yeah.
You can distinctly identify a rare plant called, I'm just going to do this, called the cobra flower. There are various other mushrooms. They also, it's meant to be pleasing to the nostril.
Are any of those mushrooms the type that inflate?
Maybe. It's
Wait.
very possible.
Wait, I took a mushroom. What kind of mushroom was it?
Nobob's nose, I think.
Just like resistance to smell things, or no? It was big smell.
Yes, disadvantage to smell-based saving throws.
Smell good and bad at not smell.
Yes. That I don't want to smell right now.
Is so the smell was supposed to be pleasant for specifically the snake people?
No, for anyone.
For anyone. Okay.
No, it's a dark place, and you want to feel a little bit nice about the shit.
You are now led to almost the center of this room, next to this, in front of this cauldron, which you can see bubbling. The figure in a dark robe with snakes writhing around the bottom of the brazier, almost as if his snakes were the hands themselves and he could command them, uses them to dump the blood into the brazier. And another figure in robes starts to churn the cauldron a little bit, and it turns into this vibrant pink. This is why I said I'm not very good at colors. From a light blue into a vibrant pink goo
It's very weird that
in this cauldron.
Am I aware of what they're doing?
No, I'm going to say no. This wasn't in the briefing. Goo.
briefing?
Right. This wasn't. They just churn it into this goo, and it's the consistency and the viscosity of the goo you found in the jars.
So this is how you make it.
So, I have a question. There's a ring of people. Are they still in that ring?
They have now gone to encircle around you and behind you, and they all draw daggers.
Is there anyone directly in between us and the cauldron?
Directly in between you and the cauldron?
Yes.
No.
Oh, we're being herded to it.
Yes.
Okay. How close are they?
How close are they?
Yeah.
The closest to you are 5 feet. The next one's 10 feet. Next one's 15 feet. So on and so forth. The figure at the podium is 20 feet away from you, only because if you're standing next to one side of the cauldron, he's on the other side of this 15-foot cauldron, and also the podium behind that.
So he's 20 foot away from us.
The guy at the brazier is 15 feet away from you.
But they're essentially right next to the cauldron.
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to dunk people in the cauldron. I just want to. But we're also surrounded by daggers!
I'll leave boys.
You see everyone
Yeah.
pull back their hoods.
Do I see Timothy Dalton?
Yes.
Wow!
You see Rangrim Orkfo at the podium.
Sure.
You see Tweedery Dampnut, one of the shorter ones.
I'm visibly surprised to see
Yes, of course.
Wait, wasn't he described to us?
to the ant. Oh wait, yeah, you did describe me that. I'm still visibly surprised to see
You see
Old man Smithers!
you see the snakes. The guy with ostensibly snakes for hands, the snakes wrap around the hood and pull it back, and he just has a normal head. Just a normal human head. It looks half-shaven on one side and like in a warlike ponytail on the other side. One of the Wanty purebloods has their short bow drawn and ready, and the other one has a scimitar drawn and ready. You can see
These are
that
people over there? Over here?
over there.
Okay.
Across from you. You can hear scales writhing from a large creature sort of behind them and to the right, but you can see the hooded figure is standing there with its arms crossed. It's a large figure, and it's just standing there.
The figure being Snake Hands or Rangrim or
Big snake fuck.
Big Snake Fuck over there being all,
Yeah, just kind of watching.
I have a big snake dick.
So, okay,
This
so
ain't
we're
my
being
tail.
circled, right?
Yes.
So we're circled.
Yes, you're circled.
How big is it, feet-wise?
I'd say you're looking at a good 30 foot. So if the cauldron is 15 feet wide, they're all standing about 10 feet away from that cauldron, and then there's 10 feet behind them. You're looking at a circular room of about 75 feet. A 75 foot in diameter circular room.
75 foot diameter. And we are currently encircled at a range of about 5 to 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, from the center. 20 feet from the center.
From the center, but in terms of the people around us specifically.
So is this a join you or die situation? Is
I
that
think
what's going
we
on?
just died.
Well, We just wanted... Yes, this is a just die situation.
Oh, good.
We just wanted to lead you in here to a more easily killable situation. Let's say, before we have to pry them from your cold dead hands, if you could hand over the artifacts.
So he's 20 feet. He's 20 feet away from us. He's 20 foot. He's 20. That's Rangrim speaking, right?
That is Rangrim speaking.
20 feet away from us. 5 foot away from the.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, this is Rangrim speaking. If you could just hand over the artifacts, that would be kind before we have to pry them from your cold dead hands.
I'm ready to do something.
I'm more ready to do something. Anybody?
Go ahead.
I reach into my pack, pull out a thunderstone, and throw it behind Rangrim.
I immediately get phosphorus and I try to create a wall of fire.
Nice. Nice.
You think he's... So, as you were doing that...
Want him in the pot.
Yeah, okay, you know what, fuck it. Let's initiative this.
I have a specific, it's just... I know I can make 60 feet of wall, so it's just 60 feet of a U.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's basically, yeah.
those will be your first actions. No one is surprised, so you don't get a first round off.
That's fine.
So this is... We're just going to go initiative order, and those will be...
I think surprise went away when they opened the door.
Yeah, no,
I was gonna say I was surprised.
And they were so gracious
This is
to not
weird.
take advantage of that.
Damn, dude. I didn't think he had the balls for it.